Hi everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. This is the first Friday in December. It is also the first Friday after the full moon. So we had a full moon yesterday. I think it was a full moon in Gemini. Yeah, so energy should be really strong right now. I hope you're doing well. I'm kind of just chilling. I'm happy to spend this Friday with you all. This is the first time that I've been live, I think in like 3 months when I looked it up. I was like, oh, I'm trash. Basura. I am trash. So let me get everything together. But yeah, this is all sign reading. So for the all sign reading, I wanted to pull more like sensual energy, more energy about intimacy and fantasy. So the title of this all sign is Who is Fantasizing About You? We're going to look at how they fantasize, what they're fantasizing. I actually just wrote this down today. So as far as doing the spread, I wrote that down today. What level of commitment is occurring within the fantasy? Like, are you friends with benefits? Are you married? What can they say to you in the fantasy that they can't say to you in real life? What would they like your response to be? And the last question is, will they bring the fantasy into 3D? So I have a bunch of decks here. And when I say the 3D, that's the real world. But I have a bunch of decks here. I have an adult playing deck. That's what I'm kind of going to use to channel like the intimate energy. And then I have a bunch of regular tarot cards. So let's go. If you are watching, make sure you comment below, comment in the chat, talk to me nicely. Now that I said that, I have the other phone. So let me make sure I dial in just in case y'all want to chat with me. It's always a delay as far as when I can see myself going live and when I'm actually live on the other phone for whatever reason. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. But anyway, yeah, so I can't see it because it's not showing me being live right now, which is fine. I can't see myself, but that's cool. Yeah, but anyways, thank you for joining. I wasn't as late as I thought I would be. I hope you had a happy Friday. We're going to start with the fire signs because this is Sagittarius season. So we're going to start with my fire signs and just kind of go through all the signs from there. So fire, earth, water, and we'll end in air. Okay, so for my fire signs, starting with Sagittarius. Of course, I got an R. Kelly song immediately. My mind's telling me no, my body's telling me yes. We're not doing that. I already talked about a Tory Lane song. We're not going to pull all the songs for the people that I shouldn't be singing, all the songs that I shouldn't be singing by the people who should be in jail. Like, we're not doing that. But okay. Sagittarius. Who's fantasizing about my Sagittarius? Who's on my Sagittarius mind this first week of December? The person who is fantasizing about my Sagittarius. I'm trying to get more serious in that sultry energy. We got the lovers. The lovers, Sagittarius. So this person could be a Gemini. This person could be a Taurus as far as the person who's fantasizing about you. I just wrote a timestamp down real fast. So the person that's fantasizing about you could be a Gemini, could be a Taurus. As far as how they fantasize and what they're fantasizing about, I get that they want to travel with you, like even possibly go to a resort that you could be nude, like a nudist resort, like hedonism. They want to travel with you. They want to be in the elements with you. They want to be in nature with you. This is a person who might be into voyeurism also, as far as liking to watch you, liking to take pictures of you, liking to take videos of you. Okay, any specifics about the fantasy? I get they fantasize about taking you on a vacation, making love with you, making love to you on the beach. Really heavily about traveling. This person likes to travel. I got the Wheel of Fortune and I got the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is the energy of someone, Sagittarius, who kind of wants to like wish you away. They want to have full control to be able to like call you up on a random weekend, fly you to another city, make love to you on a balcony. Like this person is into kind of like the whirlwind romances, whirlwind energy, but heavy about you kind of being at their beck and call, but not in a way that sounds bad, if that makes sense. Like they're not trying to make you feel like you don't have any power, but they like the flexibility of being able to surprise you, kind of just sweep you off your feet again, take you on vacation, make love to you on the balcony. That's what I'm getting very heavily. This person likes to travel, and that actually works really well with you, Sagittarius, because you are a sign that likes to travel. If you are watching, make sure you hit the thumbs up, comment below, talk to me nicely, talk to me in the chat. Okay, let's see what stage of commitment this person fantasizes about. Like, is this just a fling? Do they want to be tied to you? Are you a friends with benefits? I got the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So this is an energy that, again, this is someone who likes to be in and out. This is a person who will treat you like a queen or treat you like a king when they're in front of you, but when they're not in your city, when they're not around you, they kind of just want to do them, essentially, Sagittarius. So this is somebody, when they fantasize about you, they're not necessarily fantasizing about like marriage or living together or having children together. As far as the level of commitment that's occurring within these fantasies, they kind of want to be in and out. They want to rush in, sweep you off your feet, make love to you, and then maybe see you again in 3 months. That's not a reflection of you. That's really just about them. This is an energy that's more impulsive, a little bit immature, or they like to keep emotions very light. They don't want to invest deeply emotionally, but this is the person who's thinking about you, fantasizing about flying you to a tropical place and making love to you on a balcony. All right, let's see, what can this person say to you within the fantasy that they can't say to you in real life? I like that question. That's a really good question. So let's see what this person would say to you within a fantasy that they can't say to you in real life. I got the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords, the Devil card. Okay, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like this person would tell you about their non-committal ways, Sagittarius. Like in their fantasy, when you're on these islands and you're laid up on the beach, they're opening up to you. They're talking about past traumas. They're talking about things that keep them stuck. They're talking about the heartbreaks they went through. They want you to get to know them in the fantasy, like be able to open up to you without the fear of judgment. In the fantasies, they want you to also know about their proclivities, whatever that is. Like they want to have an open lifestyle with you in the fantasies, or they wish they could have that open lifestyle with you in real life. But in the fantasies, they talk about their other lovers, their addictions, the other things that they want to experience sexually, their lustfulness and the actions of lust that they take. They want to be able to be more open with you about who they are holistically. I feel like this person feels that they have to treat you like you're always in girlfriend mode, even if you're not the girlfriend. Like, I don't know. It's like it's like a polyamorous vibe. Like they want to be able to lay up in the bed with you and talk to you about the other lovers that they're with. But it's not because they're disrespectful. That's just the type of relationship they want. They want open relationships. And in the fantasy, they can do that. And in the fantasy, they maybe can even have other lovers around or experience other lovers with you. But that's not something they can do in real life. What would they like your reaction to be? So if they told you these things about their proclivities, their lusts, the trauma that they went through. Yes, Leo's next. The trauma that they went through. What would they want you to say to that? Sun card. Leo, speaking of Leo, Sun card. It's like they would want you to shine your positivity, your light onto them. So if they experience trauma, or if there's a reason why they're non-committal, like they went through something in childhood, or if they went through a lot of relationships that failed, they would want you to shed your light on them and be optimistic and, you know, just share your positivity. That's what they would want your reaction to be. Even if they're talking to you about other lovers, their other lovers, they would want you to be positive. They would want you to share like enlightenment also. All right. All right, now let me pull a card from it's the adult playing card deck. I probably won't be showing these cards because I will get banned. I would get banned from YouTube. But as far as fantasy, any specific details we want to provide to Sagittarius about the person who's fantasizing about them? This says, let's have him be her sex slave. So that could be vice versa. There's some type of dominant submission play that this person likes, Sagittarius. But I get heavily like this person wants to be your sex slave on these islands that they fantasize about, and these trips that they take you on. They want to be your sex slave. Am I going to get banned? I don't know. Can we still say sex on YouTube? I don't know. But anyways, that's what they want. They want you to kind of take control sometimes. They may be a person who's very dominant in their energy, liking to plan things, like to be in control, like to be the provider. But sometimes in their intimacy and sensual life, they want you to kind of like take hold of them and ravage them and show them how much you want them. Let's see if they're going to bring this fantasy into the real life. Does this person have any intentions on bringing the fantasy into 3D with my Sagittarius? I got the World card. I'll grab another one in the Hermit. This person's waiting for the right time. I feel that you may have traveled with this person already, Sagittarius. So their fantasy may be a little bit based in reality. But you might have had a cycle where you traveled with this person. But I do see that they will bring these fantasies, or they will attempt to bring these fantasies in the real world, but they are waiting for the time to be right. Why is that? What's going on with the timing? Why are they waiting for the time to be right? Queen of Swords. They think that you're going to cuss them out. They think that you're going to be guarded towards them. They think that you might have, you know, your guard up and your boundaries up towards them. So they're waiting. How would you have your boundaries up towards them? What did they do? 5 of Cups. And the King of Wands. I get that this is someone, again, that in and out energy. You may have felt rejected by this person. You might have wanted a relationship, something more serious, and they wanted something more casual. But again, this person wants to bring this fantasy into reality. All right. So that was Sagittarius. We're going to move on to my Leos, and then we're going to do Aries. Hi, everybody. If you're watching, hit the thumbs up, comment below, talk to me nicely, comment in the chat. I am trying to write down like the timestamps at the same time as I'm doing this. So this is your all signs about the person who's fantasizing about you right now. Next, we're going to do my Leos at what time? We're going to do that at 13:40. Yeah, so the person that is fantasizing about my Leos, I get Leos. This could be a Aquarius or a Pisces that's fantasizing about you. Hello, Sharon. This could be a Pisces or an Aquarius that is fantasizing about you right now. Leo could be a Gemini also, or Aquarius with the Justice card. And the Sun card. And the World card. Leo, this person fantasizes about marriage. So, I mean, I guess not all these fantasies will be super sexual, but I will still pick out the adult playing cards. So I'll still pull some cards from an adult playing card. This is a person who actually fantasizes about like marrying you, having a life with you, spending a year with you, getting to know you. This person's fantasy is a little bit different. The other person just wanted to play. This fantasy is about being married, locking you down, making you theirs. That's what this person's fantasy is about. We got the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is the wifed up queen, Leo. That's what this person fantasizes about. Okay, what do they how do they fantasize about you? Like, what about being the wife? What about being the wife or the husband that they... Okay, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Strength card. Okay. This person, Leo, feels like you could kind of like get them together, create balance in their life. This is like an energy of someone who looks forward to you like being a nagging wife, like caring enough to nag them. That's what I'm getting. Like, this person wants that energy. Like, you kind of call them out on their BS. You hold your boundaries. You help make them a better man or woman. This person wants you to be strict with them. That's how they view the marriage, or when they fantasize about being married to you. They think about you fussing them out. They think about you caring so much that you fuss them out. Caring so much that you fuss them out. I can't even talk, right? You fuss them out about like going to the doctor, you know, returning the calls, buying their mama a birthday gift, you know, like they want you to create stability in their life. That's what they fantasize about. So that answers what level of commitment. Okay, so what would they say to you? What can they say to you in the fantasy that they cannot say to you, or they feel that they can't say to you in real life? What can they say to you in the fantasy that they feel that they can't say to you in real life? Nine of Pentacles. I guess this is an energy of somebody who really holds back. You could be dealing with a Cancer. For some reason, I got Cancer, even though I don't really see any Cancer cards, but I do see the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody who holds back their energy until they're in a commitment. Like, this is not somebody who's super flirtatious. This is not somebody who's in a whole bunch of women's faces. This is somebody who, like, I'm not even really going to gas you up unless you're mine. So I feel that this person in the fantasy, they can tell you how beautiful they think you are, like how special they think you are, and, you know, just how you make their life more beautiful, more abundant. But they wouldn't tell you that in the real world at this point, because they feel like it would make you egotistical or make you less interested in them. But they feel that if you were theirs and you were their wife or husband, they could gloat on you and spoil you and, you know, give you a soft life, make you feel like a woman, make you feel like a man, whatever that means for you. Okay. How do they want you to respond to them in the fantasy? Let's see how this person would like you to respond to this fantasy. I mean, I got the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Think walking away from all your options. Like, if you found out this is how they felt and this is what they want and this is their dream of you, they would want you to be comfortable walking away from your option and joining them. This person is like in love. This person is so much in love that, like, intimacy, this is intimacy. Like, it's not sex, but it is intimacy. They're just very emotional and they want to be bound to you in a way. Not in a weird way, but they want to be connected to you. Okay, let's pull some adults playing cards as far as the bedroom action. What's the energy in the bedroom like in this fantasy life for my Leos? What is the bedroom energy like? This person who is fantasizing about my Leos. Let's make love in the shower. Yeah, this person loves shower play. This person likes water play. Again, I feel like this person is going to be very clingy. Like, you can't take a bath without this person wanting to take a bath with you, taking a shower with you. This person is going to be on your body. If you don't want children, be careful. Or, you know, if this person brings it into the 3D. But this is a person who, in their fantasy, they are actively trying to get you pregnant, or you're trying to get pregnant, or whatever. But this is a person who's on your body, in the shower with you, in the bathtub with you, in the bed with you. Like, they're going to be very clingy, but they do like water play. They like to make love in the water. Let's see if this person will bring this fantasy into the real world for my Leos. Will this person bring the fantasy into the real world for my Leos? I got 10 of Wands. Something's burdened them. Something's heavy. But the thing about the 10 of Wands is, like, we're carrying the 10 of Wands. They're heavy. It's a burden, but it's a burden that's being carried. It's not a burden that's being put down right now. So I do feel that this person wants to, even though they feel like it's a burden to manifest this with you. Why is that? Okay. Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups. Just think being emotionally vulnerable is very difficult for this person, Leo. I don't necessarily see like they're sneaking off with someone. I just think being open with their thoughts and feelings is very challenging. But it is a challenge they're looking forward to carrying. So they're going to do it. They're going to attempt to bring this fantasy into reality. But it is very hard for them to be vulnerable emotionally. All right. All right. So next is Aries. It's so funny. When I wrote this out, I was like, I'm going to pull 5 cards per sign. Yeah, right. I've never done that. I envy the readers who can do that, who can pull like 3 cards and that's it. Never me. Never me. All right, Leos. Yeah, this person looks like they're bringing the fantasy into the real life. They're going to try to bring this love, marriage, shower, intimacy into your world. All right, next we have Aries. Let me look at the time. Okay, I'm going to start Aries at 22 minutes. Let me sip. Okay, for my Aries, the person who... I'm laughing because I was thinking about an Aries the other day. I ain't going to lie. I was thinking about an Aries the other day. So, that might be me, Aries, that pops up in your reading. You're welcome. If you're a male Aries, I might pop up in this reading as far as who's been thinking about you. But anyways, for my Aries, the person who is fantasizing about my Aries, I got, this is so funny. I got the Magician. This is Virgo energy, Gemini energy. For the Magician, the person who's trying to manifest you. I'm not trying to manifest you, Aries, but you know, you just walked across my mind. But for you, Aries, this person is trying to manifest. They're trying to manifest you. They could be thinking about you. They could be pleasuring themselves and thinking about you. But this person is trying to manifest you. Okay. How do they fantasize about you, Aries? Knight of Pentacles coming through there. That's what I got. This person fantasizes about you coming over, coming to them, traveling to them. I get coming over. Maybe like a Netflix and chill type of evening. It's something about you traveling to them. What do they fantasize about? 5 of Swords. Okay. Temperance. And the Judgment card. Aries, this could be another Aries. And I only say that because this is somebody who likes to fight. And you know, you like to fight a little. You like to tussle a little bit to make it, keep it sexy. You know, this person likes to fight a little bit. This person likes to fight. This person likes like a mental challenge, some mental sparring that like turns them on. You might be dealing with somebody who's like they think they're like a sapiosexual or something like that. But this person likes to fight a little bit, Aries. They think about you guys getting into an argument and then making up. So make up and break up. This person likes to have makeup interactions with you. But they're fantasizing about you coming over. You guys having a conversation, possibly like some type of heated debate that ends up in sex. 9 of Wands in reverse, the Justice card, and the 6 of Wands. This is a person who wouldn't tell you how interested they are in you in reality. Like, this person makes it seem like they want you to come over and maybe have a Netflix and chill night, but this person low key wants to have some type of success with you. Maybe it's just the success of coming over and being able to experience you. You know, they want to be victorious in that way, or you coming over and experiencing them. They want to be victorious with you. All right, what's the next question? Yeah, what's the level of commitment in the fantasy? The level of commitment in the fantasy. Star card. You get that this could be something that's long distance. 8 of Cups, yeah. This could be a long distance connection. So someone you're connected to, but you live far away from. So a long distance relationship. 4 of Wands. One of you or both of you will eventually think about making this exclusive, like moving to each other, or in the fantasy, there's some type of energy of actually committing. It's like committing. This is about to sound crazy. I got committing to your favorite freak. Like, I don't know why I got that, but somebody wants to commit to their favorite freak or something. Let's see. What can this person say to you in the fantasy that they would like to say to you in real life? What can they say to you in the fantasy that they would like to say to you in real life? They would like to be a little bit more emotional, tell you how they feel. See, doesn't that tie in? There's an energy here of someone who makes it seem like, I just want you to come through here, have a Netflix and chill, or I just want to come through and have Netflix and chill. But deep down, somebody's thinking about like the long term, committing to their favorite freak, and they want to exchange emotion, tell you how they feel, bring their cup to you. What would they like your response to be to this? What would they like your response to be to this? I got Ace of Wands. It's like, this is the response. This is the positive reinforcement that they want within this cycle. They want to come in, they want to argue, they want to get clarity, they want to tell you how they feel, then they want to have sex. Like, that's what the response is. They want to come in and tell you emotions, and they try to just want your panties to just hit the floor. You know, like, they want to talk your boxers off. That's what this person wants to do. What? Okay. Let's see the bedroom action. One card for the bedroom activities for my Aries. One card for the bedroom activities for my Aries, the person who's fantasizing about my Aries. Somebody likes, Lord Jesus. Every time I do this, I'd be like, why? You know, I'm going to be bashful and start blushing and I can't say certain things, or I won't say certain stuff. But anyway, let's see. Let's make love on the kitchen counter. Let's make love on the kitchen counter. So yeah, this is an animal. Both of you. There's an animal. This is a person who likes to ravish you throughout your home. Like, they want to, again, this is another energy. Like, I want to be everywhere. I want to experience you everywhere. I want to experience you in the kitchen. I want to experience you all throughout your home. I want, when you're in the kitchen making breakfast, that you have those flashbacks of how I experienced you in this space. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this person is going to bring this fantasy to the real world. Is this person going to bring this fantasy into the real world? I got the Chariot. I would say yes. Heavy on this person could be a Cancer. Yes, this person plans on bringing this fantasy into the real world. So they are going to come forward and they would like to make this fantasy real. All right. Next, we're going to do my earth signs. This is fun. Let me know if you like this reading. I don't know if you guys are in the chat, but if you are, say hello. Talk to me nicely. I tried to get on, but I couldn't see anything. Let's see. Did it upload? No. No, child. It doesn't want me to participate in my own stuff. Huh. And I love iPhones sometimes. Okay, no, I did find it. I don't know what this is about. But anyways, yeah. So next we're going to do our earth signs. I'm going to try to make it a little bit shorter. You know, sometimes when you're doing a new spread, you're like filling out the energy, and I have this written down. But I'm going to try to pull a few less cards so I can make this a little shorter because I'm already at 30 minutes, right? Okay, so earth signs. We're going to start with my Virgos because I'm a Virgo. So the person who is fantasizing about my Virgos, let me check the time. 30. Okay, for my Virgos, the person who's fantasizing about my Virgos, one card for the person who's fantasizing about my Virgos. We got the Death card, could be a Scorpio. You know, Tarot card loves her Scorpios, and Scorpios and Virgos love each other. We're such a good match. But this person could be a Scorpio. This person could want to transform this connection. This person could want to return from the past and transform this connection. How are they fantasizing about my Virgos? How is this person fantasizing about my Virgos? I got the 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Moon card. This may be a person who likes to be outdoors, specifically at night. A person who may like to be at a lake house with you, looking at the moon together, being on a catamaran together. This person wants to be outside with you. They want to experience like nature and temperature and primal environments with you. What's the level of commitment in this fantasy? What? 7 of Swords and the Devil is the level of commitment in the fantasy. So I would say that this person will have other lovers. This is not a fantasy in which this person is committed to you. Yeah. So we already have a Queen of Cups and we have an Empress. Yeah, this is not good. And the World card. Not that it's not good. I can't say that someone's fantasy is not good. Who am I? Right? Who am I? I'm just saying, in this person's fantasy, you are one of 2 lovers. So this person may want to have like a main lover, maybe have a baby mama, somebody that they have a child with, or somebody who they were married to, and you. That's what I get. I don't see in the fantasy that they want like y'all to all be together, like anything polyamorous. But I think in the fantasy, it's a known energy that there are 2 female, I get 2 female energies, but 2 lovers. Okay. What would this person like to say to you that they can't say to you? What can they say to you in the fantasy that they can't say to you in real life? I got the King of Swords and the King of Cups. And the 6 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. They would want you to just accept the way they are. That's what I'm getting. Accept that this person is a non-committal person. Don't try to change them. Don't get trapped in your head about it. Just accept it. Don't personalize it. Like, because this person is non-committal, don't think that you're lacking something, or they don't think you're good enough, or something like that. Just accept that this is how this person is. That's what they would want. Acceptance. And they would also want you to comply in their lifestyle. So not just acceptance, right? They would want you to participate in their lifestyle. All right. What would they already answer? What would they like your response to be? Okay, let's look at the bedtime activities. Bedtime activities. The person who is fantasizing about my Virgos. One card for the bedtime activities for the person who is fantasizing about my Virgos. Let's make love in the car. What did I say about liking to be outside? This person is adventurous. They like being outside. They like almost going to jail for being indecently exposed. But yeah, being outside, being in nature, even the thrill of possibly being caught is something that they like as far as bedroom activities. Let's see if they intend on bringing this fantasy into reality. Will this person bring this fantasy into reality? The heck? What? I got all of the cards and they're all flipped up and they look crazy right now. The Ten of Cups came out and the Chariot. So I would say yes. Yes. This person, even though they have multiple lovers, it's like I get heavy polyamorous vibes here. Like they want you to be one of theirs. You know, they want you to be on their team. But I do see this person will come in and attempt to get you on their team. Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups. Yeah, this person will come through. You do feel like a soulmate bond with them. They will try to get you on their team for whatever polyamorous foolishness that they got going on for my Virgos. All right, next we have Taurus. And we'll try to do that at 37 minutes for my Taurus. I'm going to switch decks real fast to the Modern Witch Tarot for the person who is fantasizing about my Taurus. The person who's fantasizing about my Taurus right now. Let's start a little earlier than I wrote down. Okay. Person who's fantasizing about my Taurus. One card. I got the Queen of Swords. So this person could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is somebody very strong-minded. That's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. Strong-minded. For some reason, I got a really good dresser. Very good communicator. Really good at cussing you out if necessary. That's what I'm getting. Really good at that if necessary. This is the person who's fantasizing about you. How are they fantasizing about my Taurus? How are they fantasizing and what are they fantasizing? Got the Hermit card. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles. So that answered two questions. Hermit card is like, I want to take you away. I got a lot of that energy. I want to put you in a cabin. I want to take you to Gatlinburg. I want to shut you in the house and keep you to myself. That's what I'm getting. This person also wants you to share like your wisdom about life with them. This person wants you to be like their confidant also. It makes me think of like when you watch movies like The 300 and before they go to battle, they go see the Oracle, you know, they go see Cersei or something like that, right? They go see an Oracle. This person wants you to be that for them, but they want to be in a commitment with you also. They want you to be like that Oracle, the guidance system in their life, like the guiding feminine or masculine presence in their life. And this fantasy is based in commitment with the Ten of Pentacles. So they're not looking for anything polyamorous. They are looking to commit to you. So when they have you shut up in the house and they're keeping you to themselves, they want to do so in a commitment. That's what they want. What else do they fantasize about? What else do they fantasize about when it comes to my Taurus? 3 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. This person likes you. This person may want you to be like a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad. Like this person likes the idea of you being at home, waiting for them. They love that. It's something about that they love. Like they want to put you up in their house. And they like the idea that you're going to be like the homemaker and they get to come home to you every night. That's what they like, which is kind of sweet. This is a very traditional person. And yeah, they like the thought of you being the homemaker, cooking for them, cleaning, taking care of their kids, and they want to come home to you. All right. Let's see what they would say to you. What can they say to you in the fantasy that they would want to say to you in reality? That they're your soulmate. They're like your perfect match. That's something that they feel, that they're your perfect match. They're your counterpart. This is something they would tell you in the fantasy. Of course, if you're going to like marry somebody and shut them in the house, right? And the Four of Pentacles. The heck? This person's afraid of communicating this. I get a heavy energy tonight of like people are afraid of telling you how they feel, right? Because they feel like it's going to gas you up and you're going to leave them. I don't know why they think that, but that's the fantasy. They can tell you anything because they, you know, you belong to them. You're locked in, but they're afraid to tell you that they think that, you know, they're your soulmate. Look at that, Six of Cups. That's what they would tell you. They're soulmate energy. I'm your counterpart. We've spent past lives together. They can tell you this in the fantasy. They would love to tell you in the physical world, but I think they would think, you know, you would think they were crazy or something. That's what their fear is. Okay. They think if they were that expressive with you, Taurus, that you would run away. That's what they think. My eyes are dry, so if you see me blinking, I'm not going crazy. My contacts are just dry. All right, let's see what the bedroom action would be. One card for the bedroom action for the person fantasizing about you. One card for the bedroom action. I'm trying to think of how I can say this. Somebody's very much a fan of cunnilingus and fellatio. If I use the scientific words, I think YouTube won't block my ass. But yes, oral pleasure is very important. Pleasing their partner is very important. That is what they fantasize about. I love that person for you. Who wouldn't like that? Who wouldn't like that? Someone who just dreams about pleasing you orally. That's what we got, Taurus. I'm very happy that you got this. And you deserve that. You got that Venus energy, right? So we know you're going to be reciprocal. But that is what they fantasize about in the bedroom. Let's see if they're going to bring this fantasy to the real world. I keep getting the High Priestess. I feel like this person almost feels like the fantasies are like deja vu from a past life. That's what I'm getting, something super deep. Are they going to bring this Devil card? I think this person is like low-key, high-key obsessed with you. You can be dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah, let's clarify this Devil though. And the Queen of Swords. This was the person who came out. What did I say? This person was obsessed with you. And I clarified the Devil with the same card. So this person will definitely try to bring this fantasy into the real world because they're obsessed. They're obsessed with making you theirs and putting you up in their house, Taurus. And you like that. You're a homemaker. So who better to be put up in the house? You're going to be up in there cooking, decorating. They want all that. And they plan on bringing that into the real world. All right. Next, we have our Capricorns. Let me take a look at the time. Okay. I'll start at 44. Of course my pen would hit the ground, right? Of course. Of course. Okay. All right. Capricorns, the person who is fantasizing about my Capricorns, the person who's fantasizing about my Capricorns, one card, 8 of Wands. So this person wants to communicate with you, Capricorn. This person could be a fire sign. This person is either traveling to you or communicating with you. They could be communicating that they are traveling to you, or they will. But yeah, energy is coming towards you. This person is fantasizing. What's in the fantasy? We got the Hanged Man. What's in the fantasy? We got the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. I get the if this person like wants to be your knight in shining armor? That's their fantasy. The knight hasn't came out yet, but I do think it will come out. No, even better. King of Pentacles came out. And the 9 of Swords. This person like fantasizes about rushing in and saving the day. This person has like a savior complex, maybe a superiority complex, a Superman complex, but at least he wants to do something, you know, like at least she wants to do something. She wants to bring some type of value. And the Lovers. This person could possibly fantasize about taking you away from like a bad situation, like in their fantasy. So if they know that maybe you were heartbroken before, you know, or maybe you're in a relationship right now, Capricorn, that you're not happy in, or they want to save you from, or they want to steal you from somebody. They have some type of energy of wanting to swoop in and take you away. Heavy energy about wanting to take you away from another lover with the Lovers card. Okay. What's the level of commitment in the fantasy? What's the level of commitment in the fantasy? We got Knight of Cups. What did I say? The Knight would come out. And the 2 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands. I think this is casual with a potential of moving in together. This could be another long distance situation, or to make a formal connection work, you would have to like move in together. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much today. Whatever. You would have to move in together, but it'll start off casual, or in the fantasy it's casual and then it gradually becomes more serious. Okay. What can they say to you in the fantasy that they would want to say to you in the real world? 3 of Cups, the Moon card, and the High Priestess. And the 3 of Pentacles. This person may want to like not just collaborate emotionally, but have some type of business together, work together. This might be someone who wants you to be like a lover and a business partner. We got the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, in time within the fantasy, it's like this person wants to give to you. So if you had any financial issues, Capricorn, or we know you're a Capricorn, you just like money, they want to give to you. And in the fantasy, they do have the intentions of being serious with the 10 of Cups. Okay, what would they like your response to be? Capricorn, how would they like you to respond to them? You got Queen of Swords and the Justice card. So they want open communication. You're a Capricorn. Sometimes, you know how you are. Sometimes you're closed off, guarded, hide your feelings. Sometimes emotions can make you a little bit afraid. So they want you to be more transparent and more open with communication. That's how they would want you to react to them. Like, just be open, just be honest, just balance the scales and let you know, you let them know how you feel. Let's see what the bedroom action is. One card for the bedroom action with this person, Capricorn. One card for the bedroom action with this person. One card for the bedroom action with this person. Let's watch and copy an adult movie. So we got somebody who's creative. Everybody's so creative. This person likes a little role play, likes to watch some adult movies and act out those scenes. I love that for you. That sounds fun. I love that for you. All right, let's see if this person is going to bring this fantasy into the 3D. Is this person going to bring the fantasy into the 3D? I would say yes. We got the Knight of Wands. We also got the 9 of Wands for the Wounded Warrior. So yeah, even though this person is a little scared, a little hesitant, or they feel like you're that way, they will bring this fantasy, or attempt to bring this fantasy into the real world. All right, now we're about to go to our water signs. Let me not drop the decks, okay? I'm going to pause and take a little sip, and we'll go to the water sign. I did all of that complaining about not being able to see stuff, and then I clicked the wrong button on the phone. But anyway, I hope you like this reading. If you are watching, hit the thumbs up. Comment in the chat. If you're watching after the live, feel free to comment below. I've been responding to pretty much everybody's comments when I can. I love to do that. So it's been nice to connect with y'all again. This is supposed to be cuter than this, y'all. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to be cold and hot at the same time. Anyway, we're about to start with the water signs. Let's see. We'll start with Pisces. We will start with Pisces. Where are my Pisces? Let me look at the time. We'll start at 51 for Pisces. Or a little bit before. Yeah, okay. Person who's fantasizing about my Pisces. One card for the person fantasizing about my Pisces. We got the King of Cups. So it could be another water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Heavy Cancer. Heavy Scorpio. Heavy Pisces. I got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And the Five of Swords. Let's clarify this Five of Swords and the Sun card. This person fantasizes about coming in and giving you an offer. But I get that this could be a person from the past because we do have the Five of Swords here in the Sun. It's like this person wants to bring some type of illumination to a Five of Swords situation that it made you feel defeated or left out in the cold, or there was some mind games there. They do want to come in and shed light into that. And then after that, they want to give you an offer of some sort. It could just be an olive branch. It may not be commitment. We'll look a little bit deeper. But that's what they fantasize about. I think this is a person who wanted to handle a past situation better. So they kind of ruminate about the past situation and they think about different angles. Like, how could they have handled this better? That's what they fantasize about. Different angles of how they could have been victorious. This is like Doctor Strange energy when you're using the time stone. I'm not going to nerd out, but when you're using the time stone to see all the different the different ways you can win. That's what this person fantasizes about. The heavy on shedding light about a situation that made you feel left out in the cold or betrayed. What's the level of commitment in the fantasy? What is the level of commitment in the fantasy? I got the Death card and the Emperor. So I see a very high level of commitment. Very high level of commitment. Wanting to transform what happened in the past is very strong in this connection. But I do see a high level of commitment. Emperor, Empress energy. What can they say to you in the fantasy that they would like to say to you in real life? What would they like to tell you? Queen of Wands. How hot they are for you. How magnetic you are. How they see you. They see your light. They feel your warmth. They want you. They're really drawn to you also. That's what they would tell you. How drawn they are. For some of you, this person may feel like you could have did a little bippity boppity boop on them, like a little love spell or something. But this person is really, really attracted to you. All right. What would they want your response to be to this information? Wounded Warrior. And the Hermit. Okay. And the King of Wands. This person would want you to take action, but be logical. It's like this person, once they tell you about the past, they don't want you to fly off in the handle and cuss them out and just run away. They would want you to like listen to what they're telling you, take a step back, digest it, find wisdom, take action in a logical way. That's what I'm getting. But it's something about them talking about the past betrayal may trigger you. They don't like that in the real world, so they don't like to mention it. But in the fantasy, they can kind of tell you anything. They could talk through this, and you would handle it a little bit more emotionally balanced. Pisces. All right, let's see what the bedroom activity. Bedroom activity. One card for the bedroom activity with this person. One card for the bedroom activity with this person. Oh, I just got that one. Let's try another one. One card for the bedroom activity. This person. This person is into like sensory deprivation. So being blindfolded, being handcuffed, using like fingertips. They're very into like sensory pleasure, pleasuring by using senses. So yeah, that's what I got. Very much into like using their fingertips, using their mouth. They like to tease you. They like to play with you. They might be into like some tantric bedroom activity, as far as prolonging the love making. But yeah, they're into it. They're into it. Let's see if this person is going to bring this fantasy into the real world. Is this person going to bring this fantasy into the real world? I would say Tower in reverse. Remember, this feel like somebody who wants to come back, right? So yeah, they're going to try. They're going to attempt to bring this fantasy into the real world. They're going to try to spin the block and talk about the past betrayal and work their way through that with you. All right. That was good for my Pisces. Next, we're going to go Cancer. My babies. Let's see what we got. We got 56 minutes and 30 seconds. I can start with my Cancers. For my Cancers, the person who is fantasizing about my Cancers, the person who is fantasizing about my Cancers, one card. Got the Fool in reverse. This could be an Aries that did not take a risk, or which is interesting because I mean Aries usually take risks, but Cancer, this is an Aries that did not take a risk possibly in the past or isn't taking a risk now. It's something about a risk not being taken. The person who's fantasizing about you. Give me more about that. The Devil in reverse. What? Devil in reverse. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. I don't know what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Like, how is this a fantasy? I think I know I'm the one that's supposed to figure that out. And the Four of Cups upright. And the World card. This is somebody you rejected. I think you rejected this person. At first I was reading it like they rejected you, but Cancer, I think you rejected this person. And the fantasy is to like reverse all those things. Reverse the toxicity, reverse being caught up in the head, reverse the rejection, and reverse the cycle. It's almost like this person wants to almost, at first I felt that this person wanted to fantasize that they never met your ass. That's what I thought. I was just like, are they saying that they never wanted to meet Cancer? Like, that's the fantasy, that you never existed. But no, I get the fantasy is that they want to reverse all the negativity that happened so they could have a new start. So whatever happened was pretty bad, obviously. I don't know what that light was. That freaked me out a little bit. I do know what the light was, but it still scared me. But anyways, I get the Three of Pentacles, like they want better collaboration, or they wish they would have collaborated with you. But the fantasy, it's like, yeah, if they had you stuck in their head or there was some type of confusion, they fantasize about clear communication, less toxicity, not rejecting you, collaborating with you, and actually taking a new start. This is like the energy of someone who just wonders how their life could be different if they took a new path, and that path would be with you. Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Cancer, this feels like someone who cannot come back. Like they did too much. And they fantasize about like, if I met Cancer all over again, like from the day that we said hello, and I chose that person and I didn't play games and I wasn't deceptive. This is what they fantasize about. Ace of Cups. If they actually would have drunk, if they would have drunk from the Ace of Cups, if they would have accepted your love, if they were reciprocal, they fantasize about a life with you in which they took a different path. All right, let's see. What would be the level of commitment? 5 of Swords in reverse. Everything is fine. This person, I feel, would have gave up your option. In the fantasy, they give up their options. In the fantasy, they don't have multiple lovers. In the fantasy, they're not playing games. What would this person say to you in the fantasy that they would like to say to you in the real world? Hi there. What would this person say to you that they would like to say to you in the real world? High Priestess. That you know everything. That you were always right. I can't even see. I'm sorry. What sign is that? Cancer. I'm on Cancer if you're asking about Cancer. But this person will want you to know that you were always right. So if you had suspicions of them when you guys were dating, if you used to call them out on stuff, if you would say your intuition told you certain things, in the fantasy they would be like, baby, you know that you were right. You always caught me. You were always 10 steps ahead, and I was gaslighting you and making you think you were crazy, but you were really right the whole time. In the fantasy, that's what they would tell you, and that's kind of what they want to tell you. You caught me up. Maybe they think you're low-key psychic, Cancer. But yeah, they would want to let you know that you caught them up, that you were always right, that you were always 10 steps ahead. What would they like your response to be, Cancer? Your response to them and their fantasy. What would they like your response to be? King of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups. I get that they would want you to work on this again. Be more grounded and allow them to have a new start with you. That's what they would want in the fantasy. Now we're going to look at the bedroom activity. We're going to use these adult cards. I'm not going to show the cards because I would get in trouble with YouTube, with the YouTube people. Okay. What's the bedroom action like with this person, Cancer? When they fantasize about you, what is the bedroom action like? Let's fool around outdoors. And this person likes to please orally. That's what I'm getting. This person likes to please you. And they also like to be adventurous and be outdoors. Okay, will this person bring this fantasy into the real world? Will they try to come back even though they feel like they can't? Will they bring this fantasy into the real world? I got 9 of Pentacles. Let's see. Let's clarify that. And the Empress. I would say yes. And when this person brings the fantasy in, they're going to try to get you to commit. They want to take you from the 9 of Pentacles to the Empress. And basically, you need 1 pentacle to do that. And they want to be that pinnacle for you. So I do see that they intend on trying again. Even if you feel that they did too much or they feel that they did too much, I do see that this person intends on making this fantasy a reality. Now we're about to go to Scorpio. I need to, where's my other deck? Oh, there it is. I was like, what? Hold on there. We're going to go to my Scorpios. I got the pen for my Scorpios. 104, maybe. Yeah. All right. This is lemonade, y'all. Can y'all believe that? Friday night and no wine? I'm drinking lemonade. I'm being too good. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right. My Scorpios. The person that is fantasizing about my Scorpios. Knowing you, Scorpio, is going to be 25 cards of 25 people that's fantasizing about you. I'm like, I asked for 1. The person that's fantasizing about my Scorpios. 1 card. We got the 4 of Cups. So this is a person that is thinking about a rejection or some type of distance that you all have amongst each other. Queen of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Scorpio, this person is like fantasizing about when you used to care enough to argue. That's what I'm getting. When you used to fly off the handle, or they used to fly off the handle with you. Because Scorpios don't really fly off the handle for real, for real. Like, it takes a lot. So you know, take it how it resonates. But someone in this connection misses how passionate you were, how you would fight for the connection, even if it was toxic. You showing toxicity is like, they interpret that as how you care about them, or you just being angry enough to fight. They miss the passion that you used to have. That's what they fantasize about. You guys could have had some breakup to makeup sex or something. But I get more often that this is more communication. This person could miss you like texting them, or them texting you. But yeah, texting them, cussing them out, wonder about where they are, getting jealous. This person misses that. They miss that. All right. Let's see. What's the level of commitment in the fantasy? The Devil. So this is like something that could be perceived as karmic. You guys could feel bound to each other. This could be one of those connections where you tried to break up 1,000 times, but you keep finding each other. You could think this person is a twin flame. This person could be a toxic twin flame, or like a karmic twin flame, or a false flame or something. But yeah, you guys are bound together. You could even feel like you've spent lifetimes with this person. All right. What can they say to you in the fantasy that they would want to say to you in real life? So what can they say to you in the fantasy that they would want to say to you in real life? Hierophant, that they want a commitment. Not only that, but that this connection awakened them to spirituality. This person may have not been spiritual before y'all met, like didn't believe in soulmates and intuition and signs and synchronicities and entities and orbs. They may not have been into the spiritual world or the religious world at all, but this connection has brought them to some level of spiritual awareness and awakeness. Okay. What would they like your reaction to be, or your response to be, to this information that they tell you? Seven of Cups. And the Four of Swords. I get they want you to have an open mind. Maybe you wrote this person off, like they're a player, they're a liar, or whatever. I don't want to deal with them. They want you to look at this situation different. Like maybe they feel like you met for a reason, even if, you know, that wasn't to be in a committed relationship, or even if the connection was difficult. They feel like y'all met for a reason. They want you to look at it that way. They also want you to stop running, stop blocking them, stop rejecting them. They want you to lay down and sit down and work through this with them. All right, let's look at the bedroom action. Bedroom action for my Scorpios. The person who's fantasizing about my Scorpios, the bedroom action. Let's play with a hot wax candle using the hot wax to drip on each other's bodies or something. What? Let's play with a hot wax using a soy candle. So this person likes heat, candle play, a little pleasure, pain, you know, a little Janet Jackson, velvet rope burn type of action. They like a little bit of pain in their bedroom play. Let's see, Scorpio, if this person plans on bringing this fantasy into reality. This person going to bring this fantasy into reality. I got the King of Pentacles. You can't get more real than the king of the material world. So yes, this person wants to stabilize this connection. Eight of Wands. And they will communicate that. You may have communication coming in sooner than you thought about this person. Five of Cups. Two of Swords and the Moon card. You're going to get communication from this person sooner than you thought you would, Scorpio. It's coming. This person is going to try to ground this connection and fix the things from the past. All right. Next we have air. I'm going to take a little second to change my piece of paper because I wrote all on it, and to reshuffle some of my cards. For all of you who are watching, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, comment in the chat, talk to me nicely. If you watch this after the fact, I will do my best to respond to your comments. I've been doing pretty good talking to everybody lately. All right, my butt is hurting on this bar stool though. I have like these, what are they, like bronze copper bar stools around here that I'm sitting on. My butt is hurting, child. I need a better chair. I'll probably do more readings with a chair with a little bit more support. So I will be doing that. All right, air signs. Who I want to start with? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'll do Gemini. Gem, Lib, Aquarius. Gem, Lib, Aquarius. And okay, well, I'm doing my own timestamps for my own self. It's just not cool, y'all. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it at all. Okay, for my Geminis, the person who is fantasizing about my Geminis. One card for the person who's fantasizing about my Geminis. Did I just get this card? Let me do that again. One card for the person who is fantasizing about my Geminis. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, somebody with a lot of love, passion, somebody who's empathic, sensitive. That's the person who is fantasizing about my Geminis. What are they fantasizing about? The Magician. Okay, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. This person is fantasizing about like when this relationship or connection was working. They could fantasize about what it would have been like if the Seven of Swords wasn't present, because the Seven of Swords is in reverse here. I get that there was some kind of ending or something. Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Someone didn't want to put in the work or something, or there's a lot of work. What is going on? I don't know. It looks like this person fantasizes about the connection working, not failing, and there not being any deception. This person fantasizes about putting in a lot of work to make the connection successful. It's like they think about having the conversations, even going to therapy or saying sorry, apologizing to each other, having like the olive branch, exchanging the olive branch. They just fantasize about this connection working. Okay. What's the level of commitment in this fantasy? When this person fantasizes, what's the level of commitment? Chariot. Heavy on the Cancer energy. This person feels divinely guided to you. And we got the Knight of Wands. I get that this is more of a spiritual based connection, but this person does like their freedom. So they could feel connected to you, again, spiritually on a soul level. But with the Knight of Wands here, they kind of still like to be free. Nine of Swords. And the the Judgment in reverse. This could be your energy or the other person's energy, Gemini, but that need of being free gives somebody anxiety in the connection, just to let you know. But this is more of a soul-based connection, but this person wants to maintain freedom, or you may want to maintain freedom. That sounds like more of a Gemini thing, but soul-based, but a person still kind of likes to do whatever they want whenever they want. What would they say to you? What can they say to you in the fantasy that they would like to say to you in the real life? Let's see. Queen of Swords in reverse. I think this person kind of wants to give you a piece of their mind. They might want to cuss you out or something. King of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles. This person would want to kind of be sharp with you. Again, they might exchange, I won't even say hurtful words, just very direct. I think that has a lot to do with how this situation was handled emotionally. They're not necessarily happy with that. They felt like they were on a roller coaster of some sort. They would want to tell you that. I get heavily like they want you to take accountability, or they want you to regret something that you've done, even if that was regretting, if that was rejecting them in the fantasy. But I get heavily like this person wants to tell you about this, about yourself. They fantasize about cussing you out sometimes. Okay. What would they like your reaction to be to that? Ten of Swords in reverse. They want to cuss you out, tell you about yourself, but not want to end the connection. Like this person wants to freak out and not end the connection. And hey, this happened to me. Like I fussed out somebody and I didn't want to end the connection. Sometimes when you argue, it's not because you want to end the connection. It's because of emotion, communication, things you're supposed to be working to fix, you know? But this person wants to tell you their truth, but not in the connection. All right, that's how they would like you to react, to listen to their truth, but not in the connection. All right, let's see what the bedroom activity is going to be like with this person. These cards are crazy. Bedroom activity with this person. And if you are watching, hit the thumbs up, comment below, talk to me nicely, comment in the chat. For my Geminis, what would the bedroom action be like for the person who is fantasizing about you? The bedroom action. Let's make love in the car. And the masculine being the sex slave. So they like to make love in the car. They also like that dominant, submissive energy. Specifically, they want the masculine energy to be the submissive in this connection. All right, are they going to bring this fantasy into the real world? They're going to bring this fantasy into the real world. Let's see. They're going to bring the fantasy into the real world. We got the Knight of Cups. So I do see intent to travel forward and bring emotion. Ace of Swords. We got the Truth energy. I do feel like, of course, the decision will be up to you to entertain this, Gemini, but it's like they want to at least try. They want to at least let you know that they want to balance this out and they want to bring this fantasy into the real world with you. All right. 2 more to go for my air signs. Next, we're doing Libra. I don't know why my eyes, I assume that it's the ring light and the fact that I wear contacts, and that's why my eyes get so dry. Hey, Carmen girl, how are you? That's why my eyes get so dry when I'm doing this. And when your eyes are dry and you have contacts in, if I rub my eyes, then the contacts gonna fall out. You know, it's just nerd problems. Nerd issues. Okay. For my Libras. Person who's fantasizing about my Libras. We do the time thingy. Person fantasizing about my Libras. 1 card for the person. See? Ooh. For the person fantasizing about my Libras. 1 card. Page of Pentacles. Happy Friday. Page of Pentacles. What are they fantasizing about? This possible earth sign. King of Wands in reverse. Libra. There's an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, who is fantasizing about a King of Wands. You being in the King of Wands in reverse energy. That's what they're fantasizing about. 4 of Cups and the Judgment. And 9 of Swords. This is so terrible. This person fantasizes about, like, if you are the masculine Libra, they fantasize about like you putting them through the headboard. Putting you through the headboard. That's what I got. That's what I got with the King of Wands energy. They want that primal energy out of you. They want you to be aggressive. Like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. And I don't know why I went straight there, but that's where it went. Putting you through the headboard. So, yeah. They fantasize about your passionate side, your lustful side. Something about this person could be kind of like addicted to your lustful side, your sex. Because I get that without it, they start going a little crazy. Like they start getting a little stressed. They don't want to let you go. I get a stage 5 kind of clinger energy. But yeah, this person wants you to be primal. They want you to rush in. They want you to put them through the mattress. Through the headboard. And then they like never want to let you go after that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. What's the level of commitment in this fantasy? Ace of Cups. So yeah, when they fantasize about this, it is loving. It's loving, it's lustful, it's toxic, it's possessive. 2 of Wands. Death card in reverse. Yeah. I'm getting future Kelly Rowland, never end. Yeah, this person like wants, I get that it's mutual, like they want y'all to belong to each other, but this person is like possessive over you and they want you to ravish them with the King of Wands in reverse energy. Okay. What can they say to you in the fantasy that they would want to say to you in real life? The person fantasizing about Libra. King of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups upright. This is so weird. Like sometimes this person, Libra, likes when you are not emotional with them. Like when you act selfish, they like this. That could be in terms of like the bedroom, like just kind of like ravishing them, taking them, you know, being more dominant with them. But sometimes this person likes when you're a little aloof. 9 of Pentacles. This could be someone who likes their freedom too. 2 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups. This is weird. And I got the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like this is a connection that's never going to end. And what we understand doesn't necessarily, what we know and understand doesn't have to be explained to others. Sometimes I like when you leave me alone and you ghost. As long as you come back and put me through the headboard, I'm good. That's what this person is saying. That's what this person is saying. How does this person want you to react and respond to this information? The devil. They want you to be lustful. They want you to hear what they're saying, like put me through the headboard and do it. That's what they're getting. That's what they're giving. They want you to be lustful. They want you to ravish them. All right. What about the bedroom action? 1 card for the bedroom action. With Libra, Venus energy. Let's see what the bedroom action will be like with this person within the fantasy. What would the bedroom action be like? Let's make love in the shower. The feminine energy likes to please by fellatio, and what else? Let's blindfold and tease her. So that sensory deprivation energy, blindfold, being tied up, taking your power away. They into it. Let's see. Let's see if this person intends on bringing this fantasy into the real world. Does this person intend on bringing this fantasy into the real world? Yep. King of Pentacles. I get for a lot of you, Libra, that this is a feminine energy and you might be the masculine. Or either way, this is like a feminine energy going into a masculine energy. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, they intend on bringing this fantasy into the real world and stabilizing the connection if that's what you want also. All right, last but certainly not least, we have Aquarius. Let's see. 1, 2, 5. Oh, 5. When I get to this end of this, I just want to like put the cards anywhere. I mean, I'll wake up Saturday morning and there'll be cards all over the place. They'll be all mixed in with each other. I'm not going to do that, but that's kind of how I feel sometimes. All right. For my Aquarius, the person who is fantasizing about my Aquarius, we got 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So Aquarius, the person who's fantasizing about you is not single. This is someone who appears to be in a connection somewhere else, but they are fantasizing about you. What are they fantasizing about when it comes to my Aquarius? We got the High Priestess. That did want to come out in reverse. They fantasize about a time where maybe you weren't at where you were naive, a time where you were naive, like where they were able to get things over on you, when you like believed their lies. That's what I'm getting. Or just gave your power away to them. But that's what they fantasize about. A time where you were more naive. You were not as enlightened as you are now, Aquarius. What do they fantasize about doing? Like, what is this? Why do they want you to be dumb? You know, I don't like that. The Lovers, of course, and the World card. Yeah, this person fantasizes about like having their way with you. You kind of just being goo goo gaga and boy crazy or girl crazy over them to the point where you were naive. And that kind of allowed them to have time to play with other people or be indecisive about this connection, weigh the options. Like they might not have been intimate with someone else, but it just allowed them freedom because you were just so gullible in the past as far as whatever they said. I don't even feel that you were really gullible. I feel like you just didn't care and they took that as you being gullible, but whatever. They missed a time where you were easier to deal with. You were a little bit more malleable. Okay, what's the level of commitment in this fantasy? The level of commitment in the fantasy. Level of commitment in the fantasy. We got the Hangman and the 2 of Pentacles. So in this fantasy, they, of course, you're not attached because they want to benefit from you being oblivious and naive and a little bit of gullible because they kind of want their cake and eat it too. They want to keep you around, but they want you to be blind to what they're doing. Aquarius, that's their fantasy. And the Ace of Pentacles. This is like a person who gives the most naive person the relationship, like their favorite dummy, or the person who will ignore all the red flags, or the person who will ignore them cheating or being distant or just not giving them what they want in the connection. That's what this is who this person is. This person commits to their favorite dummy and they kind of miss when they thought you were a dummy. Not saying you ever were, but you know what I'm saying. They miss that energy. Okay. What would they tell you in a fantasy that they would like to tell you in the real world? They should tell you that shit because that shit is awful. That's what you should be telling somebody in the fantasy, that I miss when you were dumb. Not, yeah, but yeah, what is it? Okay. Ace of Swords and the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Cups for what they miss. It would just tell you the truth that like they're a person who likes to have multiple options. They're a person who is a bit selfish. They're a person who only misses things when they don't have it, and have that thing right in front of them. They're not the most considerate person. They just want you to know that they're trash and they want you to accept it, basically. They want you to know who they really are and accept it. What do they, I was going to ask what they want your response to be, but that was the response. They want you to accept who they are, not who you want them to be, not a fantasy. Accept who they are, but still play along with them. Look at that. 5 of Wands with the competition. Accept who they are, but still play the game. That's what they want. Okay, let's see. Let's see about the bedroom energy within the fantasies. What's the bedroom energy like within the fantasies? What's the bedroom energy like within the fantasies? Let's offer a striptease. So somebody likes someone who's a little performative, their own little tiny dancer. I can actually show this because nobody's naked. But yeah, that's the fantasy. They like you to be a little bit performative or vice versa. They like to perform for you. They like the feminine energy. They like the fantasy. So they like the hair and the nails and the heels and the lingerie. Like that's their thing. But the dancing, the strip teasing, you trying to woo them, seduce them, they're into that. That's the bedroom energy. They don't just want dinner, they want a show. They want dinner and a show within your romantic connection. Okay. Will this person bring this fantasy into the real life? I got the Tower card. I would say no. Just think this person knows you're not going for their BS. 5 of Swords. So as much as they wish you were dumb, Page of Wands in reverse. As much as they wish you were dumb, they know you're not going with the BS. You got the Tower card. This connection appears to be over because of the betrayals and the confusion and you just not wanting the same things, basically. And I don't really see there's any positive communication, or there could be no communication at all, but they do fantasize about it. They do think about it. Specifically at night, Aquarius, this person really thinks about reaching out, being flirtatious, maybe the texts and the way you used to communicate at night. If you were like on WhatsApp or FaceTime or shared pictures at night, something about the nighttime that really triggers them and makes them miss you. But I don't see that they're going to bring this into the 3D because they can't. They did too much damage and their lifestyles just do not align with yours. All right. That was fun. That's what I have for you. Again, if you're watching, hit the thumbs up, comment below, talk to me nicely. If you watch after, please comment. I'm doing my best to respond to everybody, but I hope you liked this reading. This was really fun. I basically came up with the spread today, so that's why I was looking at the questions, because this is a customized spread just for y'all. But I hope you like this. I hope that you've been enjoying the readings. I've been posting a lot of different readings. I posted Leo, which the Leo reading was one of my favorites. Of course, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Leo this week have been some of my favorites. But the Leo reading is really great, so check that out. Tomorrow, the Gemini reading will be posted. I'm actually going to record some readings tomorrow, but they'll be posted on Sunday in the beginning of next week because I'm celebrating my mom's birthday this week and having dinner with friends and stuff like that. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. I love you. Thank you for spending your Friday night with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.